Shout out to our sponsor, Sherry's Berries. If you're in the US, Mother's Day is coming up pretty quick. You need a gift? Sherry's Berries is offering huge freshly dipped strawberries for just $19.99 plus shipping. To get them, visit berries.com, click the microphone in the top right corner, and use the code THEKNOW so they know that we sent you. Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. If you haven't gotten enough Zelda Breath of the Wild, and really, who has? Don't worry, there is more on the way. Nintendo's given us some details about what we can expect from the first round of DLC that releases this summer. There are no new dungeons or story expansions, which kinda sucks, but we also already kinda knew that was coming. There are some cool new features, like a smart map which will show you everywhere you've traveled for the last 200 hours, which is a lot of hours. There's also a travel medallion which will let you make your own fast travel point on the map, and a new challenge called Trial of the Sword. It'll require you to clear 45 rooms of monsters, and if you do so, you'll upgrade your Master Sword and make it unbreakable, which honestly is almost worth the price of the DLC alone. Although that's a hell of a challenge. There's also a bunch of new armor, including a replica of Majora's Mask and an entire Tingle outfit, plus a hard mode where enemies are powered up and gradually regain health if you don't smush them fast enough. You know, as if they weren't already hard enough. If you're interested, the only way to get it currently is to purchase a bundle for $20 that includes this DLC plus another one that's coming later that does include a story expansion. It's like a standalone story that should be really, really cool. This one is just kinda to tide us over. Now, you might not have noticed this, but the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has fixed an acceleration problem that's been annoying some racers for years. That problem, which YouTuber Abdallah Smash 026 discovered, had to do with the acceleration score given to each vehicle. The original Mario Kart 8 would round a kart score down to the nearest whole number, so if a kart was rated like 2.75 in acceleration, it would only race as if it was a 2. By racing against ghosts, Abdallah Smash figured out that the bug had been fixed, so it's all fine now, nobody panic, and that's a good thing because now a lot more karts are viable than they were in the original Mario Kart 8. So thanks for your service, Abdallah Smash, we appreciate it. A Valve employee who played a major role in some of their biggest games has left the company. GamesIndustry.biz reports that Chet Falachek, who wrote 2 Half-Life episodes, 2 Portal games, and both Left 4 Deads, has left the company after 12 years. Falachek was also super well known among developers, and he recently worked with VR developers who wanted to publish on Valve's VR platform. Falachek hasn't said what he's got planned next, but he told GamesIndustry.biz that there were no hard feelings between him and Valve. He told Games Industry, "It was nothing exciting or drama-filled. I worked there 12 years, shipped a bunch of great games and some amazing hardware, and wanted to change things up. There's no news on what's next, etc. I will let you know when that happens." Whatever he's doing next, he's got a heck of a resume to show future employers, and now we have fewer people at Valve who make games. Ever feel like you have the worst luck with loot boxes? Well, thanks to China, you're about to figure out exactly how bad your odds are. Starting this week, a Chinese law went into effect that forced game makers to publish the odds of getting items from loot boxes. And Riot Games has already revealed some pretty interesting information on some of its League of Legends loot boxes. PC Gamer reported that Riot published drop rates of its Hextech crafting and loot boxes on the Chinese League of Legends site. Using handy Google Translate, PC Gamer determined that you're most likely to get skin shards at a 45% drop rate, while you only have a 2% chance to get the rarest items, a summoner icon, or a ward skin. So, mystery solved, at least for one game for now. So, thanks, China. Okay, this is one of the weirdest eBay collections we've ever seen, and there have been some weird ones. Last month, someone posted an eBay auction that included 20 unboxed copies of Top Gun for the NES, 2 boxed copies of the game, 2 Famicom copies, 13 copies of Top Gun: The Second Mission, and 1 copy of Top Gun: Combat Zones for the PlayStation 2. Now, it also included copies of the film on VHS and Laserdisc. The seller, Will Forgman, wrote, "This lot is a testimony to what depression will do to a man. I do not know why I did this. I don't even like Top Gun." The auction quickly spread via Twitter, and maybe most surprisingly, It's sold! There is a big Top Gun fan out there. Kotaku reported that game engineer Chris Larkin, who works at Other Ocean Interactive, bought the lot for 99 bucks. He told Kotaku, "Top Gun for the NES was one of my favorite games as a kid. I also was and still am the only person I know that can land the plane on the carrier every single time." Well, brag about it. The collection has now been arranged in a little Top Gun mini shrine at his office, which, if nothing else, like, he's now got a really great conversation piece. YouTube star Philip DeFranco, and friend of Rooster Teeth, is setting out on his own and going into the news business again. In a video, where else, DeFranco said he's splitting with his partners at Group 9 Media, which is backed by the Discovery Channel, and will launch his own news network. DeFranco said he's going to fund the new venture with a new Patreon account and with his own money. DeFranco said he wants the network to be a place where it's okay to have and share opinions, but where facts are important and all sides of an issue can have an honest conversation. The recent controversy surrounding YouTube removing ads from some videos also has apparently played a role in DeFranco's decision. As he said in a recent video, "YouTube will always be my home. They gave me my start, but I'm not going to tie myself to that ship and leave my potential success and future in the hands of people whose job is really not to look out for me, but to look out for their own company." Wait, so, Philly D, the savior of journalism. If so, that will be awesome, and best of luck to him. You can support him on Patreon now. We've got some good news if you like TV shows. The writer's strike in Hollywood has been averted with a last-minute deal between their union and the studios. After months of failed negotiations, the strike was set to begin today, but on Monday night, that's last night for those counting, the two sides finally worked out a 3-year deal and averted a walkout that would have sucked for pretty much everybody. The Writers Guild of America said that the new deal increases writers' pay as well as studio contributions to the guild's health plan. It's good news for everyone involved, especially considering the fact that the last writer's strike a decade ago was pretty costly, both in terms of ruining shows like Heroes and in cold hard cash. That last walkout lasted 100 days and cost the California economy an estimated $2.1 billion, according to the Hollywood Reporter. So, great job, guys. Now, get back to work, finish Game of Thrones, get us some more Westworld. You know what? Keep putting out a ton of like Netflix Marvel shows. We're on board. Someone please get me more Handmaid's Tale and we'll be good. Okay, that's all the news we have for you guys today. Let us know what you think of all these stories down in the comments. To make sure you get news from every corner of the internet every single day and all the reminders about Mother's Day coming up you can handle. Make sure you like this video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the know and we'll news you all the time. Thanks to Sherry's Berries for sponsoring this update. Mother's Day can be kinda stressful if it sneaks up on you, so don't let it. Get it sorted out now. Sherry's Berries is offering freshly dipped strawberries for just $19.99 plus shipping, or you can double the berries for an extra $10. Set your arrival date and they're guaranteed to arrive fresh and tasty or your money back. Not bad, right? And they are really good. Honestly, we get them in the office this time of the year and we have to keep them in a separate fridge or they mysteriously go missing. Or, you know what, we keep them in the right fridge and they go missing anyway because Mika, not naming names, just did. They've got a bunch of different kinds of dipped strawberries. They've got chocolate dip, chopped nuts, white chocolate with a nice drizzle on them. My favorite are the dark chocolate, but they're all really good. To check them out and order berries for your mom or, you know, for yourself because you deserve to treat yourself. Visit berries.com, click the microphone in the top right corner and enter code THEKNOW so they know that we sent you over there.